Get this camera right. Ooh. VA said, you bite, man. Good, you got good as chances as anybody else with this raffle. I'm gonna wait till some more people get on. We'll talk about the raffle. You guys got some questions, I got you. I got about 30 minutes. I got you. Got about 30 minutes. We're gonna wait till a few more people get in, and then I'll go over once again the setup, when we're gonna be announcing it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is for everybody who doesn't have Instagram. So just how's the audio, how's the visual before I start going any further, man? Let me know. Tony said he got a 131 from George. Tony, we're gonna talk in a second, man. I got some questions for you if you don't mind. If you want, let me know how the audio and the visual is. If it's grainy or something crazy, just let me know. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. I guess the guys can watch this after. Kelly be gliding, what's happening? So we got quite a few, but not too many entries, which is a good thing because everybody has a real good chance of winning. It's not like it's overly crowded where, like, you know, hundreds of people bought tickets. This is something, I didn't want that. That's first of all, when I was going to cap it at 150. Okay, so we're less than 150. So just think about your chances if you bought, you know, 5 to 10 tickets, and if I capped it at 150. So we're under there. A good chance of one of you guys winning, especially the guys who actually watch the channel. This is more so for, you know, you guys than somebody just, seeing the video and trying to join in on it. So the guy, whoever wins it, you gotta know you gotta be a subscriber. So I got a way to verify it. The announcement's gonna be on Saturday afternoon. So guys, you had to put your email and you had to put your phone number. So if I can't get you by phone that day or that time, I will email you later on that day and try and give you another shout back. But it's gonna be a very, very good stage 2 setup. Guys, we don't put out BS. And I'm gonna show you, I got a video coming of a stage 2 running, like a fast stage 2. So guys, don't think that you gotta have something big to go fast. I mean, to be competitive, yes, but to be the weekend warrior, you don't need it. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you. My bike was one of the ones that was proof. We just didn't get to get down with anybody before we start going other routes with the bike. Hells on 2 wheels. I saw your saddlebag at Georgia Shop. Something you gotta tell the folks? Something you wanna tell us? I remember you saying you were going, so I saw it. I didn't know which bike was yours, and I don't know what's going on with your bike. So if you care to chime in, real quick, let me go back to Tony. Tony, before I forget, you had a completely stock bike going to Georgia and getting a 131, or did you have some work done and then George did your bike? And if you get a chance, if you have Instagram, Tony, hit me over on Instagram too. Just shoot me a message so I can talk to you real quick. Matthew, what's up? Backdraft, what's happening? Hopefully we get a lot of people in this chat real quick in this live so I can go over the stage 2 setup, what's coming with it, and I'm hoping all you guys at least bought a ticket. Like I said, guys, okay, Georgia building motor changing everything when it comes to woo! Hey, you doing big dog stuff over there. All right, I hear you. But like I was saying, guys, I want to go over this stage 2 kit that we're doing once. I don't want to keep doing it. I probably will end up doing it twice just to get the guys that's coming in late. But I'll say it again. We didn't get a lot of entries. We got a decent amount of entries, but I didn't get a whole bunch. Guys, I would have capped it at 150. So we're under 150. So if you bought 5, 10 tickets, you have a good chance of winning, just like anybody else. There are guys that bought a lot of tickets. There are people that just threw their hat in the ring and bought 1 ticket. I did see guys space their tickets out, which is a smart move. Guys, it's random drawing. I'm not putting my hand in the barrel. I'm not doing anything. Basically, I'm going to be pushing a button, and it's going to pick itself. That was the most fair, unbiased way that I could find to pretty much do it. Oh man, that's a good deal. Hells on 2 wheels, that's a good deal, man. I hope, and listen, honestly, I hope the person who wins is going to, actually be able to get out and enjoy the bike, take trips, prove to the people that what I say is true. I don't have to sugarcoat it, because guys, you got to figure it like this. Me and George are cool, but I don't really get anything from George just by me advertising his product. I do it more for you than I do it more for anything. Because I know how hard it is to get people to work on your bike or your car or something like that. Just work on your stuff and get a good end result. And especially somebody who's gonna take care of your stuff and knows what they're doing. Like I've told you guys before, he's a young guy, so he's done a lot of R&D, and is able to put a kit together and show you guys what something decent is. Now, I'm gonna go over it real quick. I won't tell the cam size. It's gonna be a cam. It's gonna be a rocking and rolling cam. Okay, we're doing you an air filter, a nice high performance air filter. We're doing you a full exhaust. Guys, you guys know how much a Chromeworks full exhaust system is, right? Okay, You're getting a Chromeworks full exhaust. And yeah, man, backdraft, I'm sorry, man. It's a little too late to get in. We ended it today. You know, we might do it again. We want to get somebody out there to have something nice, but and you get a custom tune at the end of it. George put your bike on a dyno. He sets all the parameters, man. Half throttle, full throttle, all those different things. Idle, let it cruise control for a while. He runs through everything, and you're gonna have yourself something decent. We actually took a stage 2 out this past weekend and let it shake, you know, let it shake some trees with some bigger bikes. So I might be coming out with a video for that pretty soon. I'm just still putting things together, guys. I don't like to show too much, but every now and then I know I got to give you guys some, you know, some good content to look at. It's 2 into 1 into 2. It's one of the better ones. It's probably the best one you're gonna get from Chromeworks, man. We come to make power and good sound. If you saw his wife's bike, it's the same style exhaust. Tony, all right. Hey, and you know what? Stories like this I hear all the time. I see it all the time. That's why I like to push people George's way. Like I said, guys, I push you guys his way because I want to see you get something good. Anybody can do a stage 2. Boom, right? But they don't ride the bikes like you'll ride the bike. They put it together, here you go, hope for the best at the end of the day. This guy really does it. I like that stage 2, but maybe it didn't pull hard here, maybe it didn't do that. So let's try another cam. He's done all the R&D. We don't need to do any more R&D. You crack the throttle, the bike's moving. Okay. Hey, Chromeworks makes good exhaust. Expensive, but they make good exhaust. Tony, let me ask you a question. The 131 you got done in Port Charlotte, how much horsepower did it put out? Matthew, good deal on that seat. And hey, a brand new bike winning, a brand new 2022 bike winning, that would be a good deal as well. I don't know if you've ever had a Harley before, but these new M8s, it's hard to break them. They run hard, they can take miles, and they can take some abuse too, man. So, guys, I hope one of you guys that's on here now actually wins so we can get back on. Like I said, guys, I'm doing a video for whoever wins. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I'm doing a video for whoever wins. So we can put it out there and let the rest of the world know what it. I just saw 128 horsepower on here. I hope that's not what you meant. I'm hoping you meant it was a 128 size motor. Hell's on 2 wheels. Yeah, listen, I'm tough on bikes. I'm tough. You guys see, I built my bikes to be tough on them. But George is rougher than me on bikes. That's saying something because I ride the piss out of them. I beat on them. I want to see where it will fail at. My bike has not failed. And to take it to George and say, hey, build me something that can take me from the East Coast to the West Coast and let me race when I get on the West Coast. Let me have fun when I get on the West Coast. That's saying something. Matthew, I'm glad you went to an M8. There's nothing like it. I only own M8s, but I have ridden a twin cam, and I was like, get me off this thing because, you know, I tell guys all the time, the 107 I had, not that it's a bad bike or anything, I never rode it because I didn't enjoy it. I didn't get any, you know, adrenaline out of it. It was slow. I didn't go into the bike because I knew there was a 114 out there, and I figured I'd go that route with the 114, but it was just like, once you got something that, sounds good, runs good, you're going to put miles on it. And especially if you know you can actually ride that bike. Yeah, okay. So did it put out 128 horsepower as a 131? And I don't mean to sound like a jerk about it, but if it put out 128 horsepower as a 131, that's basically a Harley build. I mean, we got a stage 2 that put out more power than that. And I'm just being honest with you. And we can put, the deal is we put the bike on any dyno and it's going to make that power that we got on George's dyno or better. It's always, all the bikes have always done that. Yeah, 128 is a little rough number to look at, especially with just knowing the amount of money you probably put into that bike. And I'm sure you probably did heads on that bike. If it was a 131, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure you did. A stock Sportster S could be a George build. What's a George build though? Like what are we talking about? Like what bike, what motor, what power? I mean, Sportsters are light as shit, We all understand that. But if you put a Sportster like that up against something like this, it ain't got a chance. Guys, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to release this video that I have. It's not great footage, but you'll see what I'm talking about. If you're doing a 130 build, you can go ahead and do this now because it's going to be hard for the average Joe with anything from anywhere else to kind of beat a build like that and be able to ride it and have fun with it and enjoy it, because he doesn't build them to the point where they can't be ridden. I'm not going to say we. I'm going to say he always puts them at a point where they're going to be safe enough for you. Remember, you're dealing with somebody who rides these bikes and rides them tough. All right, let me go back. I'll repeat myself a couple of times, guys. I'm going to keep doing this. It's like a plug for the Stage 2 kit. The Stage 2 kit raffle is done. We will be announcing the winner on Saturday around 1 p.m. I'm going to probably be live. I might be at George's shop, so we can just do the drawing there, and we can call you and talk to you. That was on 2 wheels. Don't worry, you'll run around them. But anyway, we'll probably do it at the shop. If I can't do it at the shop, let's say, for whatever reason, I'll do it here. I'll call you from here. I have your email, so if you don't answer, I will email you and tell you, hey, pick up the phone. I'm going live once again with you on the phone to let you know you won. We have under 150 tickets sold. So that's good. For somebody who didn't buy a lot of tickets, it kind of makes it even because the number's not so high. A lot of guys bought tickets in the beginning, middle, and then the end, which was a good idea. I'm gonna guess that they're gamblers because I would have never thought of that, but that was a good idea. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know who's gonna win because it's very random. I'm doing it all from an app. Press a button, it spins, it draws, there we go. We were gonna do balls, we were gonna do tickets, but that's fate taking over. And I understand that's like the old school way, but there's a whole lot of entries and I want this thing to be as random and as fair as possible. So that's the way we went with it. Let me go back to reading some of the guys' comments. Let's see what we got. Who's the YouTuber who called you out? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, and I hope all the YouTubers who I think watch me and copy me for some reason are watching. And I'm gonna put out a video about that too. I just don't want to sound cocky. I promise you guys, my bike is the fastest YouTuber bike out there. There's with me on this bike is gonna be, there will be no other YouTuber with a Harley that's a highway bike like this will be able to beat it. I can guarantee it. I don't care how many videos you came out with saying how much power you put out and how many times you had to rebuild it. I'm on my same motor. I've never heard it. It's got like 9,000 miles on it. A year into, it's been built for about almost just about a year, maybe 7-8 months, I think, somewhere around in there. And I can guarantee you there's no other YouTuber that can beat that bike. It's a competitive bike. But moving right along, guys, there's one YouTuber I'm talking about. He probably knows who I'm talking about. He might be watching because he always pops his head in on my videos. You'll beat that YouTuber anyway. Hells on Two Wheels. You'll crush his dreams if you can ride the bike, because that bike will be pretty peppy. How much, Tony, do you want to tell? I don't want to push you, but do you want to tell, like, what was the power difference from the 128 horsepower? Oh, my windshield, that's a 9-inch. Well, he races on the track, right? I got a few videos. If he gets on a bike that's a road glide or a street glide, I can guarantee you everything in my bank account and yours that he won't touch that bike. It won't happen. First of all, I won't even get into it because it'll be pointless of a back and forth with me and them Robinsons. Hey, I didn't want to say that, Hells on Two Wheels, but we both know what will happen and then how long it'll take before they warranty it and get it rebuilt. But I'm not going to say nothing because that's not my place. I'm here to make friends and not enemies, guys. Back to the Raffle. You're getting a filter, you're getting a breather, you're getting a cam, you're getting a full exhaust, and you're getting a full tune. Whatever else you may need, we will throw it in there. We will make it happen so you will have yourself a solid, reliable Stage 2 kit. Guys, I have a video of us running a Stage 2 bike against something way bigger, and it's not looking like much of a difference. We can promise you and bet you anything it's a Stage 2. And I can only do it now because it's not going to be a Stage 2 for very long. Back to them Robinsons. Listen, no disrespect to you or Moonshine, but I can guarantee you he's never shown any of those bikes working in the street, you know, because not all of us are going to take our bikes to the street. I mean, to the track. So for me to turn around and set my bike up for the track, which it will still be faster, would just be a waste of my time to try and prove something like that. So we can do number for number. I can guarantee the number my bike goes on the street is faster than a bike that he goes and takes to the track. The track is easier to ride. These guys go super slow on the track, so it's like, okay, like I've seen, if his bike has been on YouTube, if he's brought his bike on YouTube, I've seen it. If it hasn't, I haven't seen it. Figure out a YouTuber who has a fast bike and comment his name on here so we can discuss. Because I like that kind of talk. I like it. But you can't tell me another YouTuber who's fast. I've seen majority of the YouTubers who kind of like race their bike a little bit, put them on the track, and I've seen the number. And if I look at that number and I look at the number that my bike goes on the street, it's faster than the number they run on the track. I mean, I don't get it. Just go back and watch all the videos. Just watch some of the racing videos. The drawing will be live Saturday around 1 o'clock. Now that is a good question. now you can't consider yourself a YouTuber if you got like, hey, I'm gonna start a channel right now just so I can race this guy. But Chris Moore doesn't have a Harley. Come on, man. The bike has to sit like this. It has to be a highway bike. This is what I got, a highway bike. We're not talking about my race bike over there. We're not talking about that. He's not. Trust me, everything regular is not. I don't like to start shit like y'all trying to make me start, but I'll say it again. I will make a video. I can't show my numbers exactly, but I can show a little bit, and I can show y'all guys how the bike moves. And you'll make your own decision from there. I guess that's the best way for me to put it. Okay, so okay, so I did open myself up for it, but I'm very competitive, so I would always like to prove it. I've been wanting to get a bunch of YouTubers together forever, but none of them honestly really ride their bikes like that and don't have a bike that is competition level. They got a bike that they went and made 150 horsepower with, something like that, and then they're happy with it, and I get it. But that's not really competitive level, and it takes more than that. And I'm gonna probably try and put together a video, and I hope it doesn't go over people's head, but I'll put together a video like that. Chris Moore is the fastest person, period. YouTuber or not, you can't beat Chris Moore. But in the Harley world, I talked to Chris a few times, and I was like, hey, there's this new thing coming, man. Get a Harley, like jump on a Harley now, so we can see it through your eyes. You come down here, we go travel, we do all this different type of stuff. He's like, I'm just not into Harleys, and I get it. I wasn't into Harleys either, but we all kind of follow, like the end thing when it comes to racing. Remember when guys used to race remote control cars and all that stuff? It's just everybody gets into all those things, but this we actually enjoy. Guys, I tell you all the time, my street bike, well, it's not a street bike, but my real race bike, it's fast as shit. But the battery's probably dead in it because I never crank it up. I don't even pay it any attention. This gets all my love, all of a sudden. So, yeah, you know what? A lot of the times when guys build a bike, big motors or whatever, maybe not even a big motor, but just something, it's a talking piece. If you got 150 horsepower, right, and I'm just using that as a number, you have to be at like 6,000 RPMs or better to see 150 horsepower, and not a lot of guys are gonna do that. I don't want to speak on Moonshine too much because I don't know them, but they're not street race guys. And I hate to keep saying I'm a street race guy, but they're not street race guys, so it's kind of like, we have, and I'm gonna say in the camp, we have bikes that are set up for the racetrack. Actually been to the racetrack, actually gone crazy numbers at the racetrack. We just don't show it because it's like racetrack. I used to race on the track all the time. I was very competitive. I had a very competitive bike back then, and then it just kind of like fell apart. It wasn't the same. But hey, if I could get a bunch of YouTubers together, and I'm not even talking to be competitive with each other, but just a good group of the guys together to actually sit and talk about their bikes and talk about their builds and be honest about it, that would be one hell of a video. A round table. Let's really talk about it. Let's really go through it. But that would be damn near impossible to do. Everything's ready, got 128, 85, 154 horsepower done by In-N-Out Performance. That's a decent number. It's an okay number, I guess. Guys, I'm being honest with you. That number is a good number, but I don't see it as being competitive level number. Can I put it to you like this? And I'm supposed to say all this stuff in a real video, and I'm gonna keep sharing with you guys. We don't race a lot of other Harleys down here. Being honest, we have to race sport bikes. Like, we can't line another Harley up because there's none in our class. There's none on our level. So we have to line up next to sport bikes. We can only give a sport bike a couple of gears, yes, because, you know, weight takes over. But that's the level we're on. George has gotten to the level where that's where it's at. I'll be honest with you. I have a few videos on it, but I just don't know if I should be putting that stuff out there. I know you guys want to see it. I just been keeping it in my back pocket, man. I know you guys are probably looking at the channel like, well, I got a bunch of things in the works. So this is that plateau time. Guys, when it gets cold in other states and they can't ride, what do? They got to figure out something else. When we have a bunch of builds or we have a few things in the works, it's kind of the same. We kind of like flatten out for a bit and then we come back. So we got all these other guys out there, you know, building bikes and stuff like that to getting ready to race us again. That's what's really going on right now. I just, you know, haven't said it yet. That's the problem, sir. You know, it's all license plates. It's all you know, a lot of stuff that I don't want to get people in trouble with, and I don't want to, you know, overstep certain things, because if I put a video together and this guy's like, hey, please take me out of that video, you know, where are we going from there? Yes, we have Mexico. We have a long roads of Mexico down here. So if you ever are in the area, if you ever say, you know what, I'm taking a trip to the Keys, I'm taking a bike down, stop by, hit me up. I'll put up a ride. I'll put a ride together just so you guys can come and see and enjoy what we do on the regular. Let me see what else we got. 21 Street Guy ballpark. How much would it mean to spend to make a bike competitive? Chip, why would you ask me something like that? Why would you ask me that? Why? I mean, because now I'll put it like this: if a stage 2 is around 4,500, very nice stage 2, 5,000, you can guess. Maybe you can't guess. I'm sorry. When we do competitive, we do wheels, we do suspend, we do everything. Everything that's been touched, everything has been touched on a bike like this. I'm gonna say, because I know you guys got deep pockets, 20 grand, but it don't stop there. You know, it doesn't stop there. You're always gonna figure out there's something that needs to be put in the bike, done to the bike, to keep it on a competitive level, because in 6 months, the competitive level has changed a little bit. So start off with about to start out, man, listen, you building a bike from scratch. Look, the exhaust is 2 grand alone. That's all I'm saying. I'll go back over the drawing in a second, guys. I don't think anybody's hating on everything's regular. I think I don't know him. I've never spoken to him, but you know, I just don't know enough to really speak on him. I'm just going off numbers. If somebody said he's got 154 horsepower on E85, I don't know if that's the comment you might be talking about. That's not competitive. Hell on 2 wheels. Don't scare anybody out of the chat, man. Yeah, 20K gets you with a bike that you can be like, I'm riding it cross country and it's competitive. All things considered, that's not really that bad, because I know other shops that will charge you 20 grand and you're not gonna be on a competitive level. If you guys put BST wheels on your bikes, you know, sometimes people need that. That's 5 grand. I've always had stock bags on the bike. So I'm just going through, guys. I'm going through. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's go back over the raffle. Saturday, December the 3rd, about 1 o'clock-ish, I'm going to try and do the raffle at George's shop. Let's see how busy he is. If we can make some time to do the raffle and do the phone call and do the video and do everything, I will be doing it at his shop. If I can't, I'll do it somewhere else. I'll get us a better spot. I might get us closer to the beach or something like that. I'll make the call. Guys, if you don't answer and I have your email, I will reach out to you. Now, I can only give you so much time to reach back out to me before I got to go on to the next person. No, it's not going to be in the same day. I'm going to just go off to the next person. No, don't think of it that way. But, you know, after a little bit of time, remember, I want to get this bike. I want to get you to get this bike down here and in and out before Christmas. I want this to be your Christmas gift. So we're going to try and get it done before then. What else? So this is what you get. Air filter. You're getting a cam. I won't tell you which cam. You're going to get a very good air filter. You're going to get a very good exhaust. And you're going to get a good tune. George is going to sit up there and tune that bike. Make sure it's right for you that day. So depending on which motor you have, guys, if you have a 114 or better, 117, you will have at least 125 horsepower bike. Now, I know that guys are really concerned with the torque. Don't worry about it. You're going to have the torque. We don't build these bikes. Well, George doesn't build these bikes without torque. Damn the horsepower number, but the torque, and then they'll be close. They'll be very good and close. What else we got? In and out in one day. So if you're coming from somewhere far, hopefully you can get here within like a 2-week time frame, maybe 3. We're pushing it, guys. I want to get you in and out before Christmas. I want this to be your Christmas gift. I want you to be able to, you know, if you're coming from far and it's cold, I want you to enjoy it a little bit here before you take it back. No, I only got Advan Black rear fender. I didn't get saddlebags from Advan Black. I might be getting saddlebags from somewhere else. Depending on who this is, might be getting saddlebags somewhere else. Hey, look, man. I will still claim this, okay? I will be, and I am, the fastest YouTuber on a highway bike Harley. I know, guys, I can't beat Chris Moore. Chris Moore rides a sport bike. My sport bike is not as fast. Chris Moore is probably the fastest man in the country. The country. Professional rider in the country. But if Chris Moore got his ass on a Harley, I will walk around his ass until he figured out how to ride the motherfucker. And then he go win. Hey, it is what it is. I'll take my advantage when I can, all right? A break-in period on stage 2? No. There is no break-in period on stage 2. Joey, the link is done, man. The raffle is over, brother. It was 29 days. I think I did. Yeah, 29 days on the raffle. It's closed today, so I can get everything together and have it ready for Saturday. So you know we can get that stage 2 out to this person so they'll know it's coming. They'll be able to get their stuff together, get situated to come down here or wherever they're from to get to the shop so we can get them in and out in one day. We'll come up with a certain day to make sure we can get it all together. Yeah, but there's no break-in period for stage 2. You will smell some things because if, you know, we're putting new exhaust on, you're getting an oil change, different things like that. Yes, you will smell some things, but, you know, ride the bike easy. until, you know, you make sure ain't, you know, no oil flying around on the bike, and then go. Listen, there's no break-in period because we're putting the bike right on the dyno. We're dyno tuning the bike for you same day. So that just, you know, that goes to show you don't really have a break-in period. It's not like it's new cylinders or pistons and nothing like that. So did anybody's question? Did I miss anybody's question? We got a few more minutes. A few more minutes. My phone is probably dying. I'll say it again. You can tell all the other YouTubers. I'll challenge any one of them with a highway bike. Remember, guys, what I mean by a highway bike: saddlebags. It's street glide or road glide. You can ride it anywhere. I don't care if you got a turbo hanging off the side of it. Don't really matter to me. I am the fastest YouTuber out there. Tell anybody I said it. And I'm not saying it to be cocky. I'm just saying that's how I feel. I'm very competitive, guys. That's how I feel. It's my bike. If somebody want to test me, I'm fine with it. I've talked to a lot of the YouTubers out there, and I'll say this again. If I could get all those guys that you see on YouTube, okay, and I'm not going to call out any names, just watch, see how many of them broke down, the bike's broken, they got to be rebuilt, they're buying 2 and 3 bikes, now they're just going maybe just a stage 2, they're not going big dog anymore, you know. Let's just sit them all around at a table and we'll all have a discussion on what we really feel. Because I'm going to come out with a video, guys, on what it really took, what it really takes, you know, what, like, how it is to really own a bike like this, and, you know, kind of like everything you got to think about and worry about because you might want to do it. Now, somebody's going to steal my idea because I know all the YouTubers are probably watching right now, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. They can't give you the same answers I'm going to give you. But that's just what it is. If I could get all those guys together, it'd be great. I don't really know a bunch of them. I know 1 or 2 of them. You know, I might reach out and see if we all meet, maybe in Daytona or something like that, you know, and just have a round table, little discussion, and just talk about maybe even our YouTubes or something like that. But I'll reach out to some guys maybe later and see what they do, see what they say. Does the exhaust have baffles? Of course. This stage 2 you're getting has been proven already, so don't worry about like any issues. I'll tell you this: a guy brought in the same stage 2. He came in and got the same stage 2, and he had I think it was a 22 road glide, and I actually did a video on it. It was a black and blue road glide. It was a blue and black, I'll call it that, blue and black road glide, and the bike put out 119 horsepower, but it put out like 135 foot-pound of torque. Now, the Woods cam, everybody's like, oh, let me get the Woods cam. Remember, the Woods cam puts out 124 horsepower and 124 foot-pound of torque. Now, you tell me who wins. I got 119 horsepower in the heat with 135 foot-pound of torque. I obviously will win. But I don't know if it had chrome works, it had everything I'm talking about. I don't know if you're gonna get that exact number. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that, but we will get you damn sure close. You'll be damn close. Matthew, what are you saying? What do you got? You saying something about, you said that's what you got, what you mean? Yes, sir. Chip, I will be in Daytona. I might be going up both weekends again. I don't know. I might only do one weekend this time. I really don't know. Let's see what else we got. Guys, I got like 5 more minutes. Oh, you got the blue and black? Okay. Well, the black and blue? Okay. Okay. Just go check the videos out. It was a video where I said, I think the title was something like, you know, like something about a lot of new bikes. Just check that video out. These guys are coming in with 6 miles on a bike. I mean, some guys are getting the bikes transported from the dealer straight there, like not even trying to put a mile on a bike. So that's those 6 mile bikes. There's a couple of guys came in with like I said, less than 1,000. I was one of the guys that came in with less than 1,000 miles and got my stage 2 done. What else? What else we got? Reveal party for the bike? What? Hell's on two wheels. What you mean, man? Talk to me. Tell me what you got going on. And you said, do you have a breather kit? Like the trash breather? Is that what you mean? Guys, is my video good? Are we grainy? How we looking? Mike Anderson, what's happening, dog? Mike, if this is this the Mike I'm thinking about? Is this the same Mike Anderson I'm thinking about? Praying on when envious green needs a stage 2. Ooh. Okay, you got the envious green CVO. Okay. That'd be a good deal. We had a 114. I can't tell his numbers. I can't tell his numbers. I'm sorry, guys. I almost told some business that I wasn't supposed to tell. But it made a hell of a lot of horsepower. It made so much horsepower, I didn't think it was a stage 2. That's saying something. That envious green is a bad little bike, man. You got a nice looking bike there. Mike, what we doing, man? We need to get out. Doing that thing for my bike. Want to have everyone there. Go up on the bike side. Hey, well, let me know, brother. I got a couple of videos that I want to do with a couple of guys. As a matter of fact, you know, more of a bike of the week type thing. So you hit me up, we'll get together. I don't know if you got my, I don't know if you have my Instagram. Hit me on Instagram, we'll work out something. We'll probably meet at the shop and we'll go from there. Joey, appreciate it, brother. It looks grainy on my phone here. All right, but one last time, guys, before I get out of here. The Stage 2 kit giveaway is this Saturday, December the 3rd. Guys, I did it purposely at this point in time of the year. This is usually when everybody else is rebuilding. I get it. I want to get you a Christmas gift. I want you to get that bike down here or wherever you're coming from. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, get it here quick so we can get you back out quick. You can at least enjoy it. So if you live up in the cold and really can't ride, I can get you that bike back to you quickly. You can at least, you know, start it up in the garage every now and then until the ice breaks or whatever you guys got going on right now. But listen, one more time. You're getting an air filter. You're getting the cam. You're getting a full exhaust. The exhaust is expensive. Guys, if you have a 114, 117, you're going to get, I'm guaranteeing you get the Chrome Works full exhaust. Or if we don't get you that, I know we're going to get you that. We'll have something that makes this very, very good power. And you're getting a custom tune. Custom. This is over $4,000 worth of work. Trust me, I know it is because I've done it and I've had a couple of my own buddies that did it and we all paid, you know, what we paid for it. So for 25 bucks, you're getting a hell of a deal. If you even bought a bunch of tickets, you're getting a hell of a deal because watch this. I had under 150 entries. That's a good thing, okay? So it's not like this ridiculous number where you're just lost in the crowd of numbers. It just raises your chances. The lower the number of entries, if you bought 10, 15 tickets, you got a pretty damn good chance. No, man, the entries have closed. It closed today. Sorry if you couldn't get a ticket. We might try this another time. Guys, I did this for you guys so I could show you what we're doing down here, and I want somebody to have a nice bike to go and ride from coast to coast if you wanted to, have some power, have fun, enjoy their bike. Let's see. Let me go through these real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here, fellas. And ladies, if you in there. Oh, guys, I got shirts coming soon. I already got the shirts. I'm building a web page, so I'll be putting them up there pretty soon. We might be coming out with some other things. Again, I am the fastest YouTuber on a Harley, highway bike only. Don't forget that. What we got? I know Instagram. Okay, if he gives me your number, all right, we'll get together. I'll make everything work. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out. But Saturday, don't forget, be by your phone. It starts at 1 o'clock. Do yourself a favor. Just watch. Watch for the live, because it might be you. You know what I mean? And I might be calling you. Yeah, man, it's closed out, man. And you know, it's not me that's closing it out. It's basically, uh-oh, did I freeze? Did I freeze? Let me see. Okay, I didn't freeze. Yeah, it's not me. It's the app and the website that I'm using, so it's closed, fellas. You know, we might try and do it again, just depending on how this thing works. Look, if I'm doing it, you're getting something out of the deal, and you ain't losing a bunch of money. You're not paying a grip for something that, you know, the chances of winning ain't that high. You know, this is more along the lines of being, I'm trying to be really realistic, guys. You know what I mean? So Saturday, be by your phone, be ready for the live to come up, and hopefully, and good luck to all you guys, we can get you in and out before Christmas. All right, guys? That's it for me for today. I'm going to sleep.